Hello Detroit Lions fans, welcome to the channel. Subscribe to the channel to not miss any news and activate the notification bell. Let's go to the news. Lions attack continues despite injuries. The Lions offense is still on track despite injuries. Injuries are common in the NFL, and teams that can handle them better due to depth usually hunt in November and December. Despite the many injuries the Lions suffered on offense during the first 10 weeks of the season, offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, quarterback Jared Goff and the rest of the offense managed to keep things pretty high. Brazil. Lions scored 30 or more points in 4 contests this year, tying the NFL. Wide receiver DJ Chark has missed the team's last 6 games with a left ankle injury. He returned to training this week after missing the last 4 games through injury. Running back DeAndre Swift, one of Detroit's most explosive players and main weapons, missed 3 games and was severely limited in another with ankle and shoulder injuries. Wide receiver Josh Reynolds has missed the last 2 games with a back injury and has been limited in other games with knee and ankle injuries. Wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown missed 1 game with a sprained ankle and was limited in another. In the 10 weeks of football. However, the Lions are ranked 9th in points per game, 2.3, 6th in total offense, 371.2, 11th in rushing, 129.8, and 8th in passing yards, 2.1. Brazil. It's certainly a credit to Johnson and Goff, but also to the number of players who were thrust into bigger roles than they were used to and played. Yes, we wake the kids up, Goff said this week. I think I mentioned it last week, but I'm used to it now. We've had a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. Stop asking who's playing this week. You kind of get used to who's over there. We're ready and excited, and you saw Tom Kennedy do a good job last week and take a big step towards the end, so we have confidence in those guys, but to be honest, whatever happens, happens. I'm kind of used to just having one type of mixed coverage. Kennedy cut the big 44-yard catch on Detroit's final scoring drive that set up Jamal Williams' 1-yard touchdown game winner 2 plays later. Kennedy already nearly tripled his career-high snaps last season and is averaging 18.3 yards per reception for the year. Kennedy received a great reception from yards on Detroit's final scoring drive that set up Jamal Williams' game-winning 1-yard touchdown run 2 plays later. Kennedy nearly tripled his career-high passing last season and is averaging 18.3 yards per pass for the year. Williams had to keep a lot of freedom in the racing game. He has already surpassed career highs in yards, 60, touchdowns, 9, and rushing average, 3. The wide receiver. Khalif Raymond was pressured in 3 games and made great receptions for that team. He has 23 catches for 302 yards, 13.1 average. His 23 receptions are currently tied for 3rd on the team. The Lions traded tight end TJ Hockenson at the trade deadline a few weeks ago, and the team's next 3 touchdowns since the trade have all come from tight end Shane Zylstra, James Mitchell, and Brock Wright. Detroit also received several starting contributions on the offensive line from players like Evan Brown, Dan Skipper, and others. We had moments last year where we had to calm these guys down, and again, I had a lot of reps with them, so there's some consistency there, Goff said of all the rush on offense. New York Giants head coach Brian Daboll said this week that containing Detroit's offense will be one of his biggest challenges on Sunday in New York. They make explosive plays, Daboll told Giants.com of the Lions' offense. Goff plays at a high level. He's a very accurate passer in the infield, in the middle, out of the game. And then his 2 runners went the distance a few times. Both are slightly different, but both very good. They scored 30 points 4 times. 4 of the 6 losses were 4 points or less. Another against the Cowboys was 10-6 with 3:20 left. Explosive team. Good football team. We need a good week of practice. And you fans, what do you think about all this? Comment here below. Leave your opinion. I will stay here until more.